Something stirs within the shadows across Middle-earth. Eyes watch patiently with foul intent from hidden spaces. Mouths whisper from darkness to corrupt the minds of the just. Hands reach with greedy fingers from unwatched places to grasp for power and wealth. Who will raise their own light against the spread of this darkness? Who will stand against the unknown danger that creeps ever closer? To where shall we look for heroes?
You stumble about inside the abandoned mine of Nibin-dum. Once a thriving dwarven mine in ages past, it is now little more than a maze of winding passages and damp caves. You feel the weight of the hill pressing down, as whispers in a dark tongue echo through the labyrinth. You advance with caution through shadowed passages, the sense of danger growing with every step.
My heart warns me that the pursuit is now swift behind us.
I can walk this path, but others have not this skill.
Mine is the choice of Luthien.
The enemy is upon us.
You would die before your stroke fell.
For Rivendell!
A red sun rises!
The hour is at hand.
Before your stroke fell.
I'll put an arrow in your guts.
You follow the dim flicker of light to a rough-hewn chamber deep within Nibin-dum. It's clear that your quarry has chosen this as their lair, based on the crude furniture and ragged skins scattered about. And the orcs who surge to their feet as you enter. Several move to protect their leader, a familiar creature you remember from your recent adventure with Bilbo. While you square off, the chieftain chortles something in black speech. The other orcs chuckle and snort, as you're evidently the butt of some joke. Though you don't know why the orcs are abducting these people, defeating the leader should halt the raids terrorizing the lands around Mirkwood, even if only briefly. First, however, you must get past his guards. The brutes stand ready, as if daring you to make the first move. Before you can act, cries erupt from the tunnel as a swarm of goblins joins the fray.
rises.
The enemy is upon us.
A red sun rises.
For Rivendell!
I bring news from Rivendell.
You stumble about inside the abandoned mine of Nibin-dum. Once a thriving dwarven mine in ages past, it is now little more than a maze of winding passages and damp caves. You feel the weight of the hill pressing down, As whispers in a dark tongue echo through the labyrinth, you advance with caution through shadowed passages, the sense of danger growing with every step. Following the faintest gleam of light, you enter a rough-hewn chamber illuminated by a single candle. In the flickering of its last feeble rays, you make out a series of darkened alcoves along the walls. Crude sets of iron bars secured with thick ropes stand before each opening. Within the makeshift cells, the pathetic forms of emaciated prisoners reach out to you for help. Just then, the candle's light sputters out, plunging the room into utter darkness. A woman's scream echoes in the dark, and some creature chutters in response. The frenzied patter of fast-moving feet and guttural jabber of foul speech erupts from all around. Goblins! As the chamber descends into chaos, you're torn between an obligation to save the prisoners and the desire to simply stay alive. You could swear that you hear Radagast shout,
Free them all! Hurry!
but you left him in the village far away, so it cannot possibly be his voice. Can it?
Rises.
We have ways of paying for drinks. I'll put an arrow in your guts. For the master.
For Rivendell!
Kill him quick! Kill him now!
You breathe so loud I could shoot you in the dark.
There is much still to be learned.
We'll put red maggot holes in your belly.
For Rivendell!
You would die before your stroke fell.
For Rivendell!
A red sun rises!
For Rivendell!
You would die before your stroke fell.
Nothing passes unnoticed.
Radagast awaits as you exit the mines, with food and warm clothing for the freed prisoners. You don't know how he managed to arrive so quickly, laden with such bounty. For the ways of wizards are mysterious indeed. Still, you are no less thankful. As they fill their bellies and don new clothes, the prisoners speak of their rough handling by the orcs. They were taken from all over southern Mirkwood. Some were from villages like the one near Roscommon, while others were woodsmen or farmers eking out a living along the forest edge. A handful were captive for quite some time. They describe how the orcs took a number of prisoners each week to Dol Guldur, but for what purpose they cannot say. Radagast spits upon the ground.
The Necromancer's Tower. Dark magic in that place.
He looks off, lost in thought.
Very dark. There's no time to waste,
He tells you.
You must scout the tower to uncover its secrets. I'll join you there after I take these people back to Roscommon.
Ulfthak lost track of the hours spent feeling his way through utter darkness. Though gravely wounded in the battle, he had survived. He'd lain still as a corpse to convince his foes that he was, in fact, dead. He then waited, willing his mind to ignore the pain, driven by something even stronger, the need to survive. Once more, he was thwarted in his assigned task. The master would not be pleased. Ulfthak didn't like to lose, but perhaps his greatest strength, aside from his exceptional cunning, was knowing when it was time to retreat.
No use going back to Dol Guldur,
he mutters. The mouth of Dol Guldur would kill him if he returned to that place, and his master would use him for darker purposes. Instead, he would return to his people in the Misty Mountains. There he would stake a new claim and recruit new followers. When the time was right, he would return to the service of the one true master. Only then might he savor the taste of revenge.